Hello and welcome back to Train Spotting Luke's channel. Today we are at Reading. Next to me is 387153 and something else departing going to London Paddington. And ready to depart is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington. Worked by 800 313. And on the rear of the 387 is 160. Which is sat over there is 701 something. I think it's 056, yes it is. So 701 056 sat over there. So yes, I hope you enjoyed today's video at Reading. So sit back, relax and enjoy today's video. Now arriving into platform 14, or no, 15. Is 345044, which is terminating here from Abbey Wood. Now arriving is a 387 service, worked by 387 154. And on the rear is 387 147. With a Great Western Railway service to Didcot Parkway. Now ready to depart is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, worked by 802 017 I think. Yes, no, 802 107. Now approaching is a Great Western Railway service to Bristol Parkway, worked by 800 309. Now what's going to fly by is a Southampton Terminal something to Crewe Basthall Hall. Worked by a Freightliner 66. Loud, worked by 66511. Now arriving over here is a Great Western Railway service to somewhere. I will get it in a minute. Worked by a Great Western Railway service. 800 312 to Penzance. Now, departing is 800 314 going to London Paddington. And arriving as well is a 387 Great Western Railway service to Newbury, worked by 387 167, and on the rear is 387 152. Now departing is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, worked by 802 016. And coming in is 387 170, doing a Great Western Railway service to Swindon, and 387 150 on the rear. Now ready to depart is a South Western Railway service to London Waterloo, worked by a brand new 701 056. Now arriving is another brand new 701 South Western Railway service to Reading, terminating here, going back to London Waterloo in a minute. Worked by 701 035. Now departing is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, worked by 800 311. Just arriving is 800 016 going to somewhere, a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, and a Great Western Railway service to somewhere, which is worked by 158, no not 158, 387 155 and 387 163, which has got graffitied. My phone was playing up, so I don't know what that was, and yeah, I don't know where that was going. So I'm going to look on the real-time trains now, and I will get back to you for the information. So that London Paddington one was 387, 146 and 143. Hope you're enjoying this Reading video so far. So if you are, please like and subscribe. And let's carry on of the day, shall we? Now ready to depart is 221 111. So ex Avanti. Doing a cross-country service to Bournemouth via Southampton Central. Now ready to depart is 802 108 on the Great Western Railway service to... I'll get it when it leaves because I actually don't know where it's actually going. Doing a Great Western Railway service to Exeter St Davies. Now ready to depart is a Great Western Railway service to somewhere, which I'll get when it departs, but it's worked by 802 112. Which is going to Cheltenham Spa. And I'm going to get bombed out by another Great Western Railway service. Now ready to depart is a Great Western Railway service to somewhere, which I'll get when it departs. Booked by 800 308. No, 318 I meant. Going to Paynton. And arriving is another Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, working by a Duro of 387s, which is worked by 387 142, and on the rear is 387 161. Now ready to depart is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, which is worked by 802 003 and 802 019. Now approaching is a Great Western Railway service to Carmarthen, worked by 800-029 on the front, and on the rear is 800-017. Now arriving is a Great Western Railway service to Didcot Parkway, working by 387164 on the front, and on the rear is 387159. Now ready to depart is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, worked by 387156 on the front, and 387169. Now ready to depart is the Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, worked by 800-302. Now approaching is a Great Western Railway service to, I think it's Bristol Temple Meads, worked by 802-107. Yep, Bristol Temple Meads, yay, I got it right. Now ready to depart is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, worked by 387166, and on the rear I'll get it when it leaves. And on the rear is 387162. Now approaching is a Great Western Railway service to, I believe it's Paynton or Plymouth, worked by 802-004. No, Plymouth I meant. It's one of those two, I can't remember. And on the rear is 802-006. And coming behind me is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington. And departing now is a cheers bro, a Elizabeth line to Abbey Wood, worked by 345037. Now arriving is a 387 Great Western Railway service to Newport Race Course, that's it. Worked by 160. Don't know where I got the 4 from, but oh well. And on the rear is 387153. And ready to depart is 387 152 on the Great Western Railway service to London Paddington. And on the rear is 387167. Ready to depart now is the Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, worked by 800 015. Now departing is a South Western Railway service to London Waterloo, working by 701057. Now arriving is a Elizabeth line which is worked by a 345, which is terminating here and going back to Abbey Wood. Which is worked by 345036. Now arriving is a Great Western Railway service to Swindon, working by 800 314. Then behind that is a South Western Railway service to Reading, which is terminating here and going back to London Waterloo, which is worked by the brand new 701s, and it's 701056. Now ready to depart is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, worked by 387147, and I'll get the rear when it departs.
For your own safety, you are reminded to stand behind the yellow line.
Then passengers travelling to taking on the next rail services, platform number 4, level 49 departure. That's level 49 departure stations to London Waterloo Fire.
And on the rear is 387154. Now what's going to crush the silence is a DB cargo running late, working by what 66179. Now departing is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, which is worked by 800 319. Now approaching is a Great Western Railway service to Didcot, working by 387 171 on the front, and on the rear is 387 157. Ready to depart now is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, worked by 800 317. Now arriving is a Great Western Railway service to Western-super-Mare, which is worked by 800 311. Now approaching is a Great Western Railway service to Cheltenham Spa. And now ready to depart is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, which Cheltenham Spa working is worked by 802 016, and the London Paddington service is worked by 800 024. And on the rear of the London Paddington service will be 800 001. Now ready to depart is the Elizabeth Line service to Abbey Wood, which is worked by 345. I think it's 057. Can't remember. Whatever came in. Three four five 036. Now departing is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, which is worked by 802.114. Now departing is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, which is worked by 387. Yeah, if you're trying to get me the number from over here to all the way over there, no chance. But yes, worked by 387 150. And on the rear is 387170. Now approaching is a Great Western Railway service to somewhere, which is worked by 802019, going to Penzance. And on the rear is 802.003. Incoming now is a Great Western Railway service to Reading, which is terminating here, going back to Gatwick Airport, which is worked by 165109. Now departing is a Edinburgh, no, not Edinburgh, flipping out, that's Scotland. Elizabeth line service to Abbeywood, worked by 345 010.
Thank you. Please, Hotel Bay, Hotel 41 departure for Type Bayman Slough around the Paddington, Type Bayman Slough around the Paddington, platform 12 following.
Now arriving is a Great Western Railway service to Newbury Racecourse, which is worked by 387169 and 387156. Now departing is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, which is worked by 387153, and on the rear is 387160. Now ready to depart is the South Western Railway service to London Waterloo, which is worked by brand new 701s, which is 701026. Thank you, drive, for the depot whistle. Now departing is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, which is worked by 800.036. Now arriving is another South Western Railway brand new 701s, and incoming as well as a Great Western Railway service. 701 046 and 387161. Down the side it says a Great British Railway coming soon, which that is very true. And I'll get the rear of the 387, which literally just pulled in after this arrives. Like, when it stops, but still. And 70146. Now arriving is Elizabeth line, which is terminating here, which is working by 345 030. No idea if it gives tones, but unless my hearing's just rubbish. Now departing is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, which is worked by 800 308. Now departing is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, which is worked by 387159 and 387164. Now arriving is a Great Western Railway service to Didcot Parkway, which is worked by 800 023. Now arriving is a Great Western Railway service to, oh no, it's this one back, 387152 with some great tones, going to Didcot Parkway, and on the rear is 387166. Now ready to depart is a South Western Railway service to Gatwick Airport, which is worked by 450 054. And 450 090 on the rear. Now just departing is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, which is worked by 800 020 and 800 019. Now departing is a Great Western Railway service to Gatwick Airport, which is worked by 165 109. Now ready to depart is 345030 to oh my god, Abbeywood. Now arriving is a Great Western Railway service to, I think it's Carmarthen. Yes, a Great Western Railway service to Carmarthen. Worked by 800 001 on the front. No, I meant Swansea, my bad. And on the rear it is 800 024. Anyway, yes, I was right. So this half of the train is going to Carmarthen and the front end is going to Penzance. No? Whatever I said at the start. Now approaching is a Great Western Railway to Didcot, I believe, which is working by 387154. And on the rear is 387147. And ready to depart now is a Great Western Railway to London Paddington, which is worked by 800 309.
Passengers travelling to Twickenham this afternoon. Next available service will be platform number 6 at 13:35. So London Waterloo service by Twickenham, 13:35 out to platform number 6.
Now approaching is 66509. Now arriving is a Great Western Railway service to do Penzance, which is 802.011, no, 800.011 and 800.028, and now departing is the South Western Railway service to London Waterloo, which is worked by 458.411 on the front. And on the rear is 458.420. Now approaching is the Great Western Railway service to Reading, which is going to terminate here and go back to Gatwick Airport, which is worked by 165.106. Now arriving is a Great Western Railway service to Newbury Racecourse, worked by 387155. Now arriving is a Elizabeth Line service to Reading, terminating going back to Abbey Wood, working by 3453035. We are now going to go on a cross-country service to Basingstoke to go and see the Hinksey to Eastleigh. So stay tuned for that as well. Hello, now you rejoin me back in Basingstoke, where you see a cross-country service going to Bournemouth. Which is worked by 220029. Now approaching is the fast South Western Railway service, worked by 444 and 444 Now arriving is an empty stock movement from Basingstoke to Basingstoke's train station, worked by 450 Yeah, I know. And $450.080, and going on to platform 2 is the London Gateway to Southampton, which we literally just got clearly bombed out on, I think, which is working 66,509. Never mind, we have not got bombed out. Now approaching.
Platform 3 for the 14:30 South Western Railway service to London Waterloo.
That's what it's called. That's where it's going.
The train now approaching platform 2 plus stop.
Sounds like a 66 behind me. Now approaching is the Garston to Southampton docks, worked by a Freightliner 66. 66533. Now approaching is a South Western Railways service to London Waterloo, worked by
Platform 3 for the 1436 South Western Railway
worked by
service to London
444043.
has 10 carriages. Some stations have short platforms. If you are travelling to Clapham Junction, you will need to
And 444021. Now ready to depart is a South Western Railway service to London Waterloo. Ready to depart is a South Western Railway service to Salisbury, which is a 6 car, so on the rear is 159108, and I'll get the middle one and the rear. And on the rear is 159016. Now arriving is a South Western Railway service from Basingstoke sidings. Worked by 450. .085 on the front. And on the rear is 450062. Now approaching is a cross-country service to Didcot Parkway, worked by 220006. Now ready to depart is a South Western Railway service to Poole, worked by triple four, pair of triple fours I meant. Sorry for that, wrong location, I meant Weymouth. Worked by 444014 on the front, and on the rear is, hold on, 444016. Now approaching, it's a 8 coach, no, can't remember how many coaches, but a South Western Railway service to London Waterloo. Worked by 159008. In the middle is 159104. And on the rear it's 159015. Now speeding.
Platform 3 doesn't stop here. Please stand back from the edge of the
444002 and 444031. Now departing is the South Western Railway service to Portsmouth Harbour, working by 450041 at the front, and on the rear it's 450. And on the rear is 450. Hold on. Oh, my camera doesn't want to work. There we go. 065. Now arriving is the South Western Railway service to Exeter St David's. Worked by 159017 on the front. And I'll get the rest when it departs. Ready to depart now is a 9-coach South Western Railway service to Exeter St David's. But for some reason on 159017 it says Salisbury, so I don't know if they're splitting it up, but oh well. And in the middle of this Duro is 159 or 158. 159003. and 159019 on the rear. Now ready to depart is the cross-country service to Bournemouth. Worked by 221128. Now ready to depart is a South Western Railway service to London Waterloo, which on the front one, which I can't remember, and 450093 is in the middle, and $450,096 on the rear.
CCTV is in use on our trains and at our stations for your safety and security.
Now racing it through platform 2 is a South Western Railway service to somewhere the opposite direction of London Waterloo. Worked by 450 or 444. 444011 with 444030 on the rear. Now approaching is a South Western Railway service to London Waterloo. Worked by 159101 on the front, and on the rear is 159 obviously. 159020. Now ready to depart is 450064 with another one on the back to Basingstoke sidings, and on the rear is 450012. Now arriving is a South Western Railway service to Salisbury, which they already announced, which is worked by $158,882, and I'll get the rear when it departs. Now arriving is a South Western Railway service to London Waterloo, worked by 444017 and 444012.
Clapham Junction, you will need to travel in the front 8 carriages of the train.
And now ready to depart is 158882 working to Salisbury. with 159005 on the rear. Now approaching on platform 1 is a light loco from Margate to Eastleigh, which is worked by a DB Cargo. Worked by 606-107. Now approaching is a cross-country service to Reading. Not really Reading, to Didcot Parkway. Worked by X-Avanti 221118. Now approaching is a Great Western Railway service to Plymouth. Which is worked by 802-109. So I'm going to end the video here, guys, for today. Hope you enjoyed today's video at Reading and Basingstoke, and I will see you guys on the next one. See you later.